Uh, oh man, is it in Austin, Texas?
No, it's right here in Boise, Idaho. I've been staying in it all week at Autoval. They have a house where the fence, where all the modules are stored, literally spread around the house is like the sea was spreading, right? And I walk out my door and all I see is modules for as far as the eye can see. It's a beautiful thing. Maybe I've gone too far with my passion for offsite.
So the kids are in the RV and you and Jennifer are in the Autoval house.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't let them in the house. Their training fell short, so we got to be careful on where we allow them to come to anymore. I love it. I love it. Yeah, well, listen, Mark, BS Friday, man, another Friday. We are moving things along, and today's going to be a lot of fun because we have a bunch of guests that are going to be popping in and out, and we got a lot of recorded video testimonies and shares and thoughts and I guess shout outs that we're going to share today.
It's really an alignment, Dave. We've done so much together over the past year, and 55 is perfect because, as we always talk about, a 55-second message is our chance to introduce our product, our services, our brand, our company, and you do this daily, right? I strive to find time daily, and our network is not always. They're not in tune with it, right? They have their positions and their roles and their jobs to do. So I think today sharing that message, it's just like building science. When you see that something can happen, when you see that this craftsmanship can be applied, you could do it yourself. And so
Yeah.
today, when you see that your peers can deliver this message, we hope that you're inspired, that you can deliver the same message. And give us a shout. If you need assistance, give us a call. When you want to share your message, give us a call.
That's it. If you want to learn how to do what we do, the more people that get involved, the more people that, whether it's video, podcast, just writing and sharing the information, the further faster we're going to take this industry. And Mark, we have been proving that on the show for over a year now, that the message is starting to resonate. People are out there. The following for the show and all the support that we're getting is growing. And I think not just this show, but you got Passive House Canada, BS and Beer, the Passive House Accelerator. What am I missing? BS Friday.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you have several shows yourself, right, Dave? I mean, that's one of my favorites is Coffee with Dave because we can relax and just kind of talk, reflect on what happened, post what's coming. But all this is available for folks that miss it on YouTube.
That's right.
As Sean says, Dave Cooper live, YouTube and chill, right? So you could watch it at later points. You could watch it live on Facebook. You could watch it live on LinkedIn, and you could watch it live on
Twitch and YouTube. Yeah,
because Greg Ugaldi introduced us to Twitch, so the next generation is ready for BIM, is ready for project management, and is ready to take our buildings to the level that they see is correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Twitch is where all the young folks are. That's where the cool folks are. And that's why Greg Ugaldi, the immediate past chairman of the NAHB, is there, which just, it amazes me that he grasps all these things and shakes it up a little bit. So with that said, Mark, we got a great show at Dave Cooper Live. We are bringing you the people and the processes that are building it better. Our guests and topics include experts in building systems to building science, building codes, and the tech used to build it better. And we are always seeking out the best and the brightest in construction and discovering all of the ways that innovative buildings come to life. And today we have a room full of these people that are joining us today. So, Mark, I just don't know where to get started. I'm looking at the fish tank. They're all down there and below us, all wondering who's getting dragged in first. I think this is a lot of fun. So why don't we get started? You want to make the first intro, Mark?
Sure. The first intro is a surprise. Many of our friends, our network, catch up on what's going on, Dave, via LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And Jennifer put out a great post last night. I had a long day and it just landed so well. And she said that there's surprises and we do surprises because that's what we enjoy, right? We enjoy delivering what people expect, and then we enjoy the challenge of going beyond. So oftentimes, for folks that normally attend the show, we surprise our other hosts and our other guests. So today's no different. Today, we have from New Hope, Pennsylvania, right?
Love that place.
Yeah, I know. So does our guest host, right? She came on several weeks ago. I mean, it might be like 12 weeks ago at this point, as a co-host to Construction Tech, and it's been a wonderful protege to have with us. Her skills are amazing, and that's because of her professional experience and because of her commitment to the industry. So, my good friend Shannon Pendleton, please join us once again on BS Friday Live.
Hey,
what is
Mark.
happening, Shannon?
Hi, Dave. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, we're doing great. It's wonderful to see you. I'm glad you're joining us.
Thank
I
you
love
for having
surprises.
me.
I love surprises, especially when they're good surprises, and this is a great surprise. So, Shannon, New Hope. Are you from New Hope, by the way?
I am. I'm actually in the house that I grew up in. My daughter's in my old room. It's an 1872 build house. So it's all natural materials. And it really taught me to love great construction, great details, and taught me a lot about how to do retrofits because I'm always fixing something.
Right. Well, that's the case. And New Hope has a lot of history behind it, So I'm just curious. It's funny why I love New Hope so much, Mark, is one of my buddies that I used to do a lot of skydiving with is from there, the Craigo family. I don't know if you know the Craigo family.
I don't.
Since then, like I used to love to skydive. Now he base jumps. He does those squirrel suits and all he's taking it a little further than I'm willing to go at the moment. But love New Hope. All right.
How about Craigo? How about we call the Craigos, because in less than a year, it's the 150th anniversary of Shannon's home, and we do some skydiving in New Hope.
So if we can get Mark to skydive, I mean, that should be like $1 million giveaway. You can't even get him on a plane. You get him to jump out of a plane. Well, that's a whole new ball game.
I'll skydive virtually, no problem.
Maybe we'll take him to the grass
on the Oculus.
Hey, I got a solution, Dave. I'll skydive from Sean's helicopter.
Oh, the one that was supposed to pick me up last month and the month before and the month before that. You know what? He's pretty private and he doesn't like to share his helicopter. I'm glad he likes to share his knowledge.
That's right. Always be an eternal optimist, right? What can you bring positive? And that's it, right? And perfect. Love that.
We have a grass airfield near here, and we can start you slow, Mark. We can take you up in the hot air balloon and just bring you back down, and just baby step it till you get in the plane.
How about we do a caricature of Snoopy being me, and that way I could save my carbon footprint.
It's funny. Does hot air balloons really use carbon footprint? I guess they do, and don't they? I don't know. That's an interesting way. How would they? How much would they use? Maybe we all need to travel in hot air balloons.
So the gas they use for hot air balloons, Dave, no one's been able to figure out what that is. It's still a mystery to this day. It's not rocket science. It's hot air balloon science.
Love it. I love it. All right. Well, listen, I know people love hearing us banter, but they're probably here to learn some things and probably here to see some people. So, Mark, why don't we hop into this? Shannon, you're here for a reason.
I am.
Let's hear it.
All right. Sounds great. So what I want to share with people today is how important it is to get involved in learning more building science, whether you're going to buy a house, build a house, design a house, or work with other team members who are going to do the same thing. Basically, the future of our entire industry and the future of all of our shared places depends on moving toward building science and passive house principles, because they're the best in class. They start at the top. They're way, way above code, and they are the best in class for health. You want to sleep better? Think passive house. You want to breathe better? You want to leave your inhaler at the door if you have asthma? Think passive house, or just get some good building science going. The other thing these certifications do is they continue to redefine themselves and stay on top by evolving. So look at the shared culture for Passive House Accelerator. Come on a Tuesday night for construction tech, learn some details, learn how to add to your trade, or come on Wednesday and see an expert present one of their projects.
I had my stopwatch out, Shannon. That was exactly 55 seconds.
No way.
I was winging it.
So setting the stakes high. I love it.
Speaking of high stakes, Shannon, would you like to introduce our friend from Vancouver?
I would love to introduce our friend from Vancouver, and I can't wait to bring him over here in the States. He is a 475 expert, and I get the pleasure of co-hosting with him on Tuesday nights, along with Mark. And you can't really ask for a nicer guy to teach you about building science or about the products that you want to buy, how these things can go together, and what they match with. He is the ultimate matchmaker. He is Sean St. Amour.
Oh, I love it. You know what I think about Sean St. Amour, just for whatever reason, when you were saying that and I saw Sean's head going, I was like, we need a bobblehead of Sean.
There you go. Copy
What's
me.
happening, Sean?
Shannon, thank you so much. That was a beautiful intro. And again, today is about the 55 seconds, and I can't wait to hear all these great stories about, because again, this is how we communicate. You know, we're talking about our passions, sharing our passions, and how do we just get more people inspired with the knowledge that we have and get more people on board, because we know we can build better. We know we can build beyond code, and we just need to work on the education, and that comes from the language and the narrative. So Shannon, thanks so much.
My pleasure.
So,
All right,
Sean, I
Sean.
noticed that you avoided Dave's plea to bring the helicopter over to Pennsylvania and kick me out the door.
One of these days, again, you know, when we're allowed to cross the border, maybe the helicopter will come. But until then, you know, it's parked up here. So one day
You can still fly at treetop level.
Yeah.
And they, you know, and hit the valley, go across, and then hit the valley at the St. Lawrence River. It shouldn't be that difficult, buddy.
Yeah, you know, I've got some stories about problems or things I've got in trouble for in the U.S., so I don't want to do that anymore. So that's not today's story. Today we're talking about messaging, so we'll talk about the good stuff.
Perfect.
So, Sean, would you like to introduce our buddy from Toronto?
Yes. You know, like, again, the education process of what we're trying to do, and to get educators and that are inspiring, that have a great wealth of knowledge. Again, you talk about, you know, me being nice. Here's another nice guy where he is able to connect with his students, and now he's kind of expanding. He's looking at being able to connect with builders in the community and be able to teach the Pascal's principles. And this is really exciting. So if I'm ready, let's bring him on. Connor, come on in.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
What is happening, Connor? How are you, sir?
I'm good. It's Friday, and here it's 1:20 in the afternoon, so I've got 3 hours and 40 minutes to go. I'm good.
We're going to have to cut the show short then.
Yeah, we'll take a few minutes off.
Wonderful.
We'll take a few
Welcome,
minutes
Connor. Could you, if there's anyone out there that haven't met you yet, could you introduce yourself, Connor? Because I think people that haven't met you are going to be delighted at who they meet today.
100%. So my name is Connor Malloy. I am a building professional, and really I've grown up in the trades. And predominantly right now, I teach at George Brown College. We're Canada's largest skilled trade school. I teach in the renovation building program. So we have 350 students per year that we teach about the fundamentals about building and carpentry, and most importantly, building science. So that's the bulk of what I do. And then I work with private builders and clients on really helping to evolve their projects and look at how we integrate more building science and really help them ask that value proposition about what they're investing in so they can make really smart, informed decisions. So I'm happy to be here. I spend my life teaching students, really helping them to innovate and think about their career from a building science focused perspective. And it's an exciting place to teach and a place to be.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, this is going to be a fun show, Mark. We got all kinds of people already commenting. We got some people we haven't seen in a while in the comments as well. And Mark, guess what? I added a new card to our show lineup. You haven't even seen this one yet. So when things get array and people go too far, or things just go awry, we're going to have this card pop up on the screen every once in a while. Oh, no, too much BS. Be right back. So that'll be everybody's clue that, hey, listen, you're going too far. 55 seconds is 55 seconds. But most of these are recorded. I'm just having a little fun.
Dave, did you design that card just to stop me from talking too much?
What? I didn't hear what you said. Did you say something?
Love it.
I love it.
I'm going to go chew on my beard in the other room, brother.
Perfect. All right. Well, listen, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Mark.
Twitch.
That's right. We are live on Twitch. Please hit that like and share button right now. And please, if you are not following Sean St. Omar, Connor Malloy, Mark Bare Naked Willie, Shannon from New Hope, Shannon Pendleton from New Hope, then you're wrong. You need to be following all of us, right? Very wrong. So with that said, listen, everybody, we're going to have a great show for you today. We're bringing a lot of videos and a lot of people that are sharing their wealth and knowledge and how social media and other platforms are working to grow our business, grow our industries, and grow the collaboration across industries from the NAHB, building systems, passive house. We all need to come together and drive this forward. Mark, where do you want to start today? We got a ton of stuff lined up.
Everybody, we're going to have a great show for you.
My phone just made a weird thing. I take full responsibility. Dave, I surprise people all the time. You have plenty of videos in front of you. Spin that wheel, brother. Pick one out, and all of us can enjoy that option. As Sean likes to say, go pick that one right there. Just pick that one, and then let's mute during the video, and afterwards let's talk about how wonderful it is to hear that message from someone we know or someone that we now know.
Yeah. Mark, you keep entertaining for a minute as this pulls up here, and we'll be right with it. Entertain them, Mark. Entertain them.
My entertainment is, if you're on LinkedIn momentarily, if I could figure out how to mute this wonderful device that's a phone and a computer and a camera, I'm going to post a link to next week's show, because next week is Passive House for All. Who's not going to love that subject? This is an incredible branding campaign from something that's near and dear to many of us. So I'm going to post it, like it, share it. And if you don't, you might know who we are, but we know who you are.
We know who you are. Mark, I'm about a second away here on this.
Go, Dave.
All right. Where is it? There it is.
Science. I can smell the chemicals. Science. Science. Now there's poetry in motion. When she turned her eyes to me, as deep as any ocean,
Loving the music.
sweet as any harmony, she blinded me with science.
Woo, 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 right? We need the rest of that. So, Mark, why don't you walk us through who that is, and I will line up the next one.
Holy cannoli. So our friends at B Public, you saw Edie Dillman and Jonah. Jonah just turns with that great smile. He's like, I've been working on my PHPP for 14 hours. Hi, camera. So I was speaking with Edie this week, and she's like, oh, this is a heck of a week. I don't know, Mark. And I was like, your message is going to be great. Just keep it to 55 seconds. She literally made this right off the bat for this. Apparently she cursed me out a few times along the way, but it shows that you stop your day, you go to your peers, you show off your message, and it lands so well. And now we got a little peek at what's going on with the dogs in New Mexico and Jonah's big smile in front of the computer.
Yeah, I love it. Merging passive house, building science, and offsite construction together. That is the way of the future, and that's what's going to happen. All right, we ready for the next one, Mark?
My question first for everyone here: who wasn't singing along and lip syncing like me? Like that's been an all-time favorite song. No one knows who the artist is, right? Total one-hit wonder. Doesn't matter for the world of building science. Like that's our mantra, baby. Like Kenny Loggins could do that song and it would be a hit.
That's right. I love it. I love it. I was singing along, and I know our guests were too. I could see them.
That's right. All day long.
All right.
System
There we go.
is a high-performance, low-carbon structural thermal envelope design firm that works with different manufacturers and takes the role of coordinators and design intent translators into what will be fabricated. I am Ilka Cassidy, and I'm the co-founder of Holzraum System together with Steve and David Hessler. Combined, we have backgrounds of being an architect, builder, passive house consultant, energy modeler, timber frame and structural designer, CNC programmer, and software developer. We developed a communication strategy that is universal in terms of manufacturers' outputs, as well as a tool to communicate and collaborate with all stakeholders. We call this tool the Single Integrated Manufacturing Model, or SIM. The SIM is holistic, interactive, and communicates with the architect, builder, and engineer to translate the design intent into a format that can be read and fabricated by the manufacturers and get installed on site.
Shannon, you
Man.
take that one.
You're muted, Shannon. You're muted.
I got it. All right. Thank you. Sorry for the mute. I love seeing that because I've seen this presentation in much longer form many times. To see it this succinct, to see not only the digital twin that's produced by Holzraum, but then also see that these guys are their own twins. They're all like three people in one. They're like triplets. And a team of three become almost like a team of 9 professionals at your disposal. So it's great to see that they put that together for today. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, thank you, Ilka. It couldn't have been better. Much respect to that visual thing. And its robustness is real, right? We just created a building before our very eyes.
Yeah, we did. And how important is technology, the digital twin, design for manufacturing, all of the things that are happening with VR in the AR world, Mark. There is no need for change orders anymore. Is there? Really? You don't believe in change orders, do you, Mark?
I believe in digital change orders. It's easier to fix it on paper, brother.
That's right. That's right. I got to do it. I got to say my favorite Jerry McCaughey quote is, astronauts are the best offsite builders in the world. Could you imagine them going to the space shuttle and on the plans it says field verify before they put it together? Doesn't have to happen. We are changing the way we do things. All right.
And they certainly know about air sealing and insulation. Good night.
They do. They definitely know how to put an airtight seal on something. At least the astronauts hope so. All right. Here we go. Next in line. Loading, loading, loading. She must have a lot to say.
This
Loading.
next video is sponsored by
I'm getting the
Thumbs Up.
perpetual wheel of trying to bring the video up.
Yep. This video is sponsored by Thumbs Up, the creator of happiness
Thumbs.
everywhere.
Let's try this one more time. She sent the video twice, so I will try the first one. Let's try this one first. All right, Mark. Doesn't look like that one is going to load up for us. So let me move on.
Perfect. I loved it, Dave. It was great. It was a digital twin in the works, which is perfect because it isn't quite physically there. I love it.
It is a digital twin that is in the works.
Sean is literally throwing spitballs at me virtually right now. This is great.
All right, let's try this one.
Hi, I'm Michael Franco, and I support product certification at FIAS. FIAS was founded in 2003 with the vision of mitigating the climate challenge facing the world by establishing passive design as the mainstream building solution in the United States. The organization works towards that goal in a variety of ways, including training architects, builders, and QA/QC professionals, evaluating products for high-performance building, and certifying projects that use 40 to 60% less energy than conventional buildings. FIAS structures represent the future of sustainable building by offering the clearest path to net zero and establishing a foundation for modernizing the energy grid. They adapt to, and more importantly, help mitigate climate change, in large part by reducing carbon emissions, with the broader goal of restoring and supporting the health of our Earth. FIAS buildings provide exceptional comfort and air quality.
So I believe so I believe Shannon, Sean, Connor, we're experiencing a satellite delay from Montana, where Dave's at, because Dave looks frozen there. It's just a reminder that we need to see passive house messages more than once, right? So the end is the big climax. So we'll get back to that one. But we got to see the new FIAS logo, right?
Yes, very nice.
So while Dave's gone, Shannon, we only got part of that message, but what do you think? Or Sean, who wants to take this one?
Well, I'll jump in. I mean, what's nice about this, like what we're talking about today, and again, this video is just there again. It's the narrative, right? The key words, and again, when in 55 seconds, you got like 6 or 7 sentences to kind of go with. They got to be impactful. They got to be bold. They got to be able to land, and then that passion's got to come out, and so people get intrigued. And I know FIAS is doing some great things. Again, got a new logo. They're coming out with some new processes and to offer the clients. And so check it out.
Absolutely. I like the new logo. I saw the whole video, so I'm not going to spoil the end. But what the heck? I'm going to spoil the end. We'll pop that video up on LinkedIn later today. So Michael's new to FIAS, and at the very end, he talks about the conference coming up in New York in October, and he was thrilled for a chance. He's working on the certifications. He's just rolled out all the ventilation products that are under, and his next one is to go into the components for the wall assemblies again. So great to see that. And we're gonna skip videos for a second and stick with the 4 of us, but that might be for the rest of the half hour. So speaking of 55-second videos, we've done a couple before, right? Yeah,
Good to see you.
perfect. And I have a friend that's tuning in on LinkedIn, and apparently Jennifer messaged me that he's in the fish tank and he wanted to jump on and give a 55-second video live, spontaneous, right? So my good buddy Regis is out there, and Jennifer, if you could still hear our voice, let's pop Regis in to give a 55-second video. Welcome, Regis.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. All right,
So Regis
that's
was
into my, yeah.
Regis, you were just in Montana. We were speaking earlier today, and now you're joining us on the show. You probably drove right by Dave and Jennifer. So Regis is with Warm Up, longtime friend. We went to high school together, and so meet Dave, Shannon, Connor, and Sean. Everyone, this is my good buddy Regis.
Hey, Regis,
guys,
nice to meet
and
Hey, Regis.
you shouldn't be lying on the show, Mark. Everybody knows you didn't go to high school.
He just skipped it, went right into university. He just skipped it. It's like high school's too much.
That's
I
right.
love it.
All right, guys. Well, I come on the show because I need some help. We find folks here at Warm Up are in the business of changing the way you heat. We're a radiant company across the world, but we are getting more and more involved with passive housing and, as I said, changing the way you heat. But we have a problem is that we're fucking up the way you cool. So we're here to reach out to the community to see how we're going to fix that issue and design better buildings.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's what it's all about, designing better buildings. Sorry, I popped off there, the wonderful world of live streaming. But we are back. So, Mark, I'm going to let you run with this because I was out of pocket for the last minute and a half, 2 minutes. I'm a duck, right? On top, I'm smooth and cool as could be, but on the bottom, my feet are just like this. So,
well, for many people that don't know, right, Dave is a trained and experienced combat medic, so he's always on the ready in more ways than one. That's why he's always seemed calm and collective, but he's got 15 screens in front of him, and he's always there to save the people around him.
Yeah, love it. Thank you for that. All right, let's keep going with the show, Mark. You tell me when we want to try and get back into some of these videos. I think it almost killed the show here last time.
I think we're probably not able to. There was a stall with the one with Fierce.
Yep.
So we'll post that one to our channels later on, and we could pop on with another 55-second message.
All right, let's try and see if we can get this one to load up in short order.
This message is also sponsored by the Thumbs Up, bringing awesomeness to every situation, always.
Electric Train US.
Yeah, let's get it started here.
With Mitsubishi Electric Train US, and we are the manufacturer of variable capacity, high performance air source heat pumps. We look to harness the momentum of like-minded people and organizations like everyone listening to this here today to bring on a strategic change in the implementation of high-performance heat pumps in new and existing buildings. We want to provide unequaled efficiency, comfort, health, and durability, whether that's in warm climates for cooling only or cold climates with our variable capacity cold climate air source heat pumps. But mainly I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you for all your support and all your hard work over the last year and a half. It's been a rough time for everybody, but your podcast, your trainings, everyone's involvement and support has been fantastic. So here's looking forward to another great year and a great future ahead for all. Thank you very much, and keep up the hard work.
Mitsubishi in the house.
So if you haven't met them, this is a perfect segue from what Regis just said, right? Because Mitsubishi and Warm Up, they're all about solutions for electric-based housing, right? And Mike Schaefer, we did not go to high school with, but I wish he was on my basketball team in high school. He's also a longtime friend. I can't think of a better person to share events with. He knows his stuff. Mitsubishi has been wonderful in our industry, bringing forward that which has been used in Europe for many years, just like our buddies at Warm Up, right? And saying, hey, North America, these solutions are already here. We'll just send them over by you. So thank you, Michael. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Mitsubishi's doing a lot. They have a lot of innovation and research labs working. I know within your community, Mark, as well as the offsite community, coming up with better products that are more efficient, easier to install. So I love it. I'm glad they're part of today's show. Awesome.
So, well, how about we pop into another one, right?
Yep.
In the queue is the next video. And Sean, you want to say the sponsor of this next video?
Of course, it is our big friends at Thumbs Up.
I know we're trying here, but we're having some data sharing issues.
So every time we have data sharing issues, all of us will take turns talking about our sponsor or whatever we like.
And remember, Dave talks all the time. When you guys go live, anything can happen, and you got to run with it. And this is the best part of all of this online stuff is just being able to, do what we do and keep, trying to make people happy.
I really think it's the government trying to shut down the satellites so we don't talk about building science. That's what I think it is. They're looking for us to use more fossil fuel. Maybe I don't know.
Well, you know what the thing is with the lives and everything and these videos, it takes a ton of data to stream all of these people and then stream all that information up. So here, let's see if this one goes through. But we should also be talking. Oh, there we go. Jen's doing some comments that are going through there. But we should also be talking in regards about how what we do is bettering our industry. I mean, this is part of these videos and putting this out there. So as I'm working on to keep throwing these up in the sky to everybody, we should also be, in between talking about what is the value of this, why do we do it, and why should other people do it to help grow the industry.
Amen. And shout out to Jennifer there.
Everyone, Emily Mottram with Mottram.
Go ahead, Mark. Finish what you're saying.
Go. Well, I was going to say big shout out to Jennifer. When you see those comments on the bottom, this is our community. If there's someone that pops in there that you haven't met, show them love, reach out. If you want an introduction, you have Dave, Shannon, Sean, Connor, and Regis. We'll introduce you to our network, and please introduce your network to us.
That's it. That's what we love to do. Share and collaborate.
Hey everyone, Emily Mottram with Mottram Architecture here in Maine. Our office is in Cumberland, Maine. We do primarily high performance architecture and design for those people living here in New England, Maine, New Hampshire, and Pennsylvania. On top of that, you can find me on the BS and Beer Show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you want to join us live. The recordings for all of the shows are also available on our BS and Beer Show YouTube channel, where we talk about building science with the experts in the field, the designers, architects, builders, mechanicals, anything that you can think of in the field of building, to bring awareness to how to build differently, how to build better, to compare ideas, to have discussions, and to just talk about it with everybody. And last but not least, you can listen to my podcast, the E3 Energy and Efficiency with Emily podcast, live every Friday morning at 7 a.m. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify, where I talk about building science, architecture, and female entrepreneurship to try to bring awareness to all of the great people in the field who are doing things better.
I love it. Female entrepreneurship, doing it better, and drinking beer. What could be better?
I love
Emily's
Emily.
podcast.
She is such an inspiration. I think she is just the cat's meow, the cat's pajamas. And I really love the way that she brings people together on her show. And I was going to ask you guys to talk a little bit about the education piece and working with schools and tech school students and getting all of our trades engaged. Because Sean and Mark and I, on Tuesday nights, along with everybody at Passive House Accelerator, we're trying to get the tech school folks and the tech people to come and talk about details and bring everybody up, because we've got a lot of designers, but we need more girls and guys in the field. How's that going for you, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we're live streaming in universities across the country, and we had a great call yesterday, actually, with a university that is working with the local trades, working with the local schools for carpenters, mechanical contracting, plumbing, and you name it. So it's starting to grow, and this comes back to this whole show and the collaboration. It's amazing when you reach out to your local higher education facilities and you start having conversations. They all want to share what they're doing, but there's really not a single platform to put it out there. And we're actually starting to see that change. And we're going to start having some of these professors on the show talking about what they're doing. And we're going to start reaching into the high schools and the trade schools. And we'd love to have those students on the show as well.
I've got one for you already. I was talking to a plumber from a tech school just the other day, because I'm trying to do it grassroots style, change maker style, innovator style from where I am. And he mentioned something I'd never heard before, so I thought I'd share it today. So we all talk about potable water, right? We all talk about water quality, indoor air quality, all of the wonderful health benefits we get from building better. He talked about potable humidity. And I had never heard those two words together before. If this is new to you too, then we'll all talk about it together from that standpoint. But if anyone here has experience with it, I'd love to hear more. And if we all need to learn, I'll share my contact with you, Dave, and you can have him on, because it's a pretty cool concept if you think about it, right? You're breathing water. It's almost like indoor air quality.
Potable
Humidity.
Humidity.
How about this? Who in the audience, and don't Google it because I can Google too. Who in the audience actually knows what potable humidity is? Put it in the comments. And speaking of the comments, we should probably take a break and say hello to a few people. What do you think, Mark? Mark, you're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, I got to figure out this live thing. Shannon, I'll bet you our buddy Michael, right, in Pennsylvania, I'll bet he's got like a white paper on this humidity and how to turn it into a battery, for crying out loud.
He definitely has a water battery, but
yeah,
he's not the potable humidity guy.
Like Regis has made a note. He wants to contact. Connor wants to contact. Sean wants them to come to Vancouver. It's all a race of who can grab this fellow first or gal. And Dave, why don't you put up the comment, and Shannon, you read the first one, Connor the second. We'll go around the horn.
Yeah, let's see. Jen, if you could put up the comments there for us, that'd be great. Brent Musson's in the house. Love it. What's happening, Brent? It's been a while. Busy. So, Mark, just so you know, Jen's going to do the comments because when I dropped out and came back in, there's no comments for me to see. So, thank goodness we have backups in place.
Okay. Well, the good doctor, Brett Musson, says it's been a while. Busy. Well, keep us updated. Share with everyone your contact information, Brett, and tell us what you're up to. Shannon, you want to take this one?
Oh, this is a big one. Oh, you're muted, Shannon. Here, I'll unmute. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I can. It's Greg Ugaldi. He's here every week. I feel like I know you, Greg, but only because we meet here every week. He says, great show today, Mark, Dave, guests, and Jen has all the info flowing.
I love it. Thank you very much. Next one, please. Oh, how about you, Sean? Take that one.
Good old Buzz says Free Willy. And I love it. If for those that are new to the show and you don't get this PH stuff, PH stands for passive house. It's an F. We just took the F's out of the dictionary, threw it away, put in PH, and that's how we write words now. Good to see you, Buzz. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Well, let's just keep going around the horn. Connor, go ahead. Read that one from that's from France, by the way.
So Damien Stapleton has joined us from Dublin. So hey, guys and gals, greetings from Dublin, Ireland. And I think for me, it shows you how exciting and how provocative this idea is around the world. We're not just talking about Portland. We're not talking about Toronto. We're not talking about Maine. But it is a global way of building and a global way of approaching how we share information. Yeah. I learned just through the contest we run about intelligent membranes about the UK and what they're doing, and I think it's exciting how much we can share around the world.
Yeah, for sure. And we got Henry Mickelberg on the screen as well. You stopped me mid-moonwalk, he said. I love it.
Henry was dancing to the B Public video. Regis, do you want to take this next comment that's up on the screen?
All right. Well, Eddie Dillon is telling us that he'll see us live in New York for the Passive House for All. Give us the link where we can register and do it in person or online. This is going to be June 10 and 11. So get your tickets, folks.
Love it.
Speaking of that, in the comment section on LinkedIn, you'll all see that next week, Mr. Ken Levinson and Bronwyn Berry will be live on BS Friday Live, kicking off that exact conference. Way to go, Edie.
Love it. Hey, we got Jerry McCahey in the house. Jerry, I quoted you again about your NASA comment, man. I just can't get enough of it. People are probably tired of hearing it, so I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but I do give you credit. Jerry McCarthy says, good morning, everybody, from Integra, and he is truly changing how we build. Go ahead, Mark. Guess who it is?
Oh, it's Mr. Joe Butler, right? Everyone's best friend. So Joe Butler, God, what a wonderful individual. He says, what a great panel of superstars. And Joe, you're also a superstar, brother. So Absolutely. Right back at you. I love your cape, and I love when you fly around telling people things that you're up to.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what, Joe? I know Joe was dancing in the background at the beginning. He's got the disco shirts. He's in a new house, man. He's living large. He's loving life, and he's helping people all over the place. Forward Solutions Group, love it. All right, go ahead there, Sean. Scott
Yeah, we got
Farkman in the house.
Scott in the house says, happy Friday. Took the day off, but still wanted to tune in and see what's going on during BS Friday. Thanks, Scott. Smart guy, too. I mean, you talk about
He is
superstars.
super
Scott's
smart.
also a superstar.
All right, so listen, that's it for the comments, and I know there's a bunch of other shout outs, but we have some more videos to try and get through here. So let's give this another try and see if we can make some things happen here.
And I am the head of a great company that I started called Unicorn Access. I started this with some amazing friends in the Unicorn universe.
It's hard to hear, huh?
The reason that I started this is because as a company owner, I pitched to 96 people on why they should invest in my company, and 94 of them said no. And what I didn't get or understand is the reason why they said no. All these people that wanted to give me money said that they found value or they wanted to add value to a company, but really what they wanted to do is they wanted to do a quick contract, somebody that they already knew where they could add value, but it was a quick contract to get a return on their investment. So I created Unicorn Access to help people find their why, get passionate, get focused, and then be able to go back out and help change the world by giving other people access to key partnerships, key relationships, and key contracts to go to market. Everybody have a good one. Look forward to getting to know you. Thanks. Bye.
Aaron Peterson in the house. Now, this is a guy that I thought we were good on social media, right? He's good on social media, you know, and I mean, almost too good. Mark, we were talking. First time I talked to Aaron, I'm like, I don't know about this guy. Holy mackerel. But he is like the world. Like, he doesn't stop. I mean, you want to know where all the fuel's going and why gas prices and diesel's going through the roof? Because Aaron needs it to fuel his mind.
Seriously, I met Aaron several years ago. We met through the container world, right? He not only from the logistics side that he does, but just the connection side. And a few weeks ago, I met up with Aaron at about 7 a.m. On a Saturday morning in Utah, and we were together until 11 p.m. with his wife and his 3 amazing kids. And I didn't need to say much because Aaron has immense network and immense amount of ideas. We exchanged so well, and throughout the day, we were actually at an amusement park. We kept running into people that he knew, and they were all from different businesses because he creates so many events and connects so many people. It's vast. Like you'll call him on a Tuesday, and on Saturday, he'll have 2,000 people that are ready to share and help you grow your idea. He's that quick.
Yeah. No, I've learned that, and I agree. So definitely a great connector, and looking forward to connecting more with Aaron as we move forward. Love it. All right, let's keep moving on here. I know we have some more videos to get through, so let's see what we haven't seen yet. Oh, you'll know who this is.
It's Andrew Seeley from GPod Americas. GPod Americas is a product-oriented architectural design group. We provide high-value, turnkey solutions for commercial and residential projects in the Americas and Caribbean. We can help you live, work, and adventure better in more natural spaces anywhere, cities, suburbs, even the wilderness, off-grid where there's no power and water supply, like we are right here in the hill country in Texas. We can provide relocatable power solutions and other building infrastructure that let you build, live, serve, and grow anywhere. Our designs are modern, iconic, and delightful. Check out our new project called Villa and watch the future taking shape.
I love it. One of the nicest guys on earth right there.
Yep. I remember right before COVID, Dave was down at the modular building show in Florida, and so was Andrew, and the two of them were so busy that they couldn't physically talk, even though they were standing next to each other like hours upon hours of the day. And Andrew's got an incredible off-grid solution that he has. And the interesting thing, so all of us know and love products and buildings. Right now, he's building an off-grid home, and he's building it with renewables that are charging his battery-powered tools to build it. So minimal site impact, and the entire structure, that which wasn't built off-site, is actually being fabricated on site with renewable energy from our friend and sponsor, Sunshine.
Sunshine. We love Sunshine. Andrew Sealy, G-Pod, man. You are a rock star. Thank you. All right, here we go. Let's see. I got one of them in here, Mark. It just doesn't want to go. Let me try one. They sent a couple of them, so we'll give it a couple tries here. But let's try that one. Come on. Nope, nope, nope. All right, moving on to another one. Let's see what we got here.
Hello, Dan Edelman with Rockwool Insulation. Quick introduction to Rockwool. So Rockwool, we actually unleash the power of stone, melting stone down, basalt and recycled steel slag, whipping it into fibers and compressing it down to either bats or board products. We have a higher R value than many other insulations on the marketplace today. Also naturally fire resistant, will melt at 2,150 degrees, water repellent, mold and mildew resistant, and still vapor open, so it's still allowing your wall assembly to dry in either residential projects or commercial projects alike. Also really good with sound absorbing, so it really does help with just the sheer density of your walls and really helps with that sound. It's friction fit, it's easier to cut and shape just with a simple serrated knife. So ultimately you have a great product, a great install, and a great project at the end of the day. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.
Outstanding.
Yeah, Connor, you have to take this one, right? Because Rockwool is a part of something that you pulled off this year. So take it away, brother.
Yeah, Rockwool, I mean, as a company, is fantastic. We're a big fan of their product in the school and building professionally. And this year, I worked with BS&B at Kansas City, and we launched a student wall assembly competition. And Rockwool was a major sponsor for us. And their prize was education-based, which I think is fantastic. So they're flying down the winners to their factory to understand how the product is made. Then it goes a long way to understand how to install it and how to sell the value of it. So Rockwool is a fantastic product, but they're very education-focused, which is a blessing for us.
All those students of the Sweet 16 wallassembly.com were winners, and all of us were winners. We got to see high school students being critiqued by the best in our industry, and some of the loudest voices in our industry, bickering over what is the best wall assembly, right? Because we're all passionate, and the students got to take this forward. And as a longtime tired carpenter, I gotta say, these students give me such promise that their passion and results and dedication, the winning students, right? Dylan and Giancarlo, they learned the program to draw and do their assembly in order to compete and end up winning. They learned the program during high school, during COVID, and during the competition. If that's not inspiration, then one up them, because that's just a rock star, a superhero, all in one.
Yeah, it shows you how exciting this can be. The fact that high school students took their time to learn it, and they beat out universities and colleges with established architectural and building science in their curriculum. So that shows you that it is possible to inspire lots of people and get them to think about it, because high school students beat out some really smart people too. It's awesome.
The added level that I have to say, and Sean knows where I'm going, is all the entries were incredible. There's not one entry that wasn't incredible. And I'm sure all the entries that didn't make it to wallassembly.com were also incredible, and they had things in their life. But this winning entry was for an existing building, right? So it's one thing to do new construction, right? Some people say it's easy, some people say it's hard, whatever. This is an existing building, solution provided by these students. Man, bless their heart, the future is bright. I got to wear shades. That's it.
Put them on, Mark. Put them on. So you're absolutely right. You know, the young minds that are not set in their ways like we are in a lot of what we do will think differently about it and bring new ideas. So I'm switching platforms, Mark. Try something new to share these ones I can't get through the other way. So let's see if this works. Let's give it a try. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Christine Sack, and I am a certified energy advisor with Natural Resources Canada. And I've been in the industry for about 14 years. So I've kind of seen it all and been around for a long time, watched a lot of code changes and watched a lot of builders evolve from code minimum houses into net zero. And I hope that's a path that you're considering taking. Because if we want to live on this planet, we need to embrace the technology that is out there, building science, and we need to evolve into net zero. Because in order to be on this planet, we are going to need to consider these factors. The nice thing is that there's professionals out there that are trained to help you navigate this. So I encourage you to search out your local energy advisors to help you build better. You can do it. What legacy are you going to leave?
I love it. You know, what was great about that one right there was just let me take this off the screen. Hopefully it doesn't start playing the next one. Is that was just genuine.
Yeah.
That was just right off top of her head. I wish I was that quick.
If Marvel Comics and DC Comics want to get together, you need to create a superhero model after Christy May. This is not an argument. This is not a challenge. This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
And if you look at everything she's done in her career, you'll see that she's overly accomplished, and she's made transformations, and she's been a leader. She's been a voice. She's been a trainer. She's humble as can be. And right now, she's building a houseboat because she lives on an island. She doesn't want to waste a nickel of energy. Beautiful.
It is amazing. It is amazing. Regis, I see you're having some Dave Cooper issues. Welcome to the show. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you got it. Sorry about that. Need to switch the camera.
No, don't be sorry about nothing. This is the way it goes. When you're trying to produce things live and bring real-time content to the world, you know, people don't realize, but there's several platforms, you know, that we have to rely on. One is wireless. One is the social media platforms. One is the third-party platforms. So it takes a lot. And it's also the CPUs of your computers. So you're doing awesome, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate you, the effort you're making with it. All right, Mark, let's see. Who did we not do? Did we do this one? Let me pull this up here. All right. We didn't do this one, right? No.
Not yet.
I'm Bob Kelly from Wickrite Passive Ventilation.
Bob Kelly!
Check this out. 5 solutions in 55 seconds. Here in Chicago, we have a huge problem. Wet masonry buildings that are literally rotting from the inside out. And we found that wet buildings stay wet unless they're fully vented. Luckily for these buildings, Wickrite has 5 proven ventilation solutions. 3 passive ventilation devices for parapet walls, 1 for low slope roofs, and we have a tent to keep it all dry while we're getting them fixed. Wickrite Passive Ventilation helps stop the rot and introduces a healthy life cycle into wet buildings. Plus, we provide 5 essential services. We diagnose moisture issues, install passive ventilation, repair rotten trusses, perform masonry maintenance, and properly apply masonry sealants. Got a wet building? Give us a call. We can help you.
I love it. You know, everybody out there should know their, you know, what they do, their elevator pitch, right? Can you imagine? Just like that, it was very clear, very concise. If you're watching this and you're not able to say what you do in 55 seconds or less, I know I can't because I just ramble on. You should. I love it. I love it. So his show, I mean, we had him, he was the only guest that we had on back to back, you know, well, so far this year anyhow. And it is scary what is happening with buildings that are less than 20 years old. Masonry. Like, who would have thought?
Yeah, one of those buildings was 3 years old, and like 3 years old. He takes a drill, he puts it through the mortar joint, and it's like you're opening the drinking fountain, right? And you can't drink it fast enough. Your building's literally choking out gallons of water.
Yeah,
I like Bob. He sits there so humble, and he says, "Okay, check this out. Got a big problem here, but I got 5 solutions." 55 seconds. I mean, beautiful man. Wonderful guy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. So, Mark, I think we've gotten through all of those videos.
I think do you happen to see one from Kevin on there?
Kevin.
I think that was the first one.
Well, here, buy me some time. Let me do a little soul searching here.
Sure.
I'll buy you some time. Because
Go
I
for it.
want to share something to the kids out there that we're talking to. When they see these people who are so accomplished, right? Who are experts in their field, who are creating solutions, I want them to remember that the principles are simple and that the materials are changing all the time. So we're all learning this as we go and new products come out. We're educating ourselves and getting ready to use them. So you can jump in at any time and meet everybody that is in these forums and get right up to speed. And don't listen to the people who won't rethink this stuff. There are four of the most annoying things people say instead of rethinking. That will never work here. That's not what my experience has shown. That's too complicated. Don't overthink it. And that's the way we've always done it. So when you hear those things, you just say, think again.
I think
The
there's a
way
quick
we've always
one.
done it. Mark, forward if you have that, forward it to me real quick because I'm not seeing it on my lineup.
I'm thinking a couple. I'm trying to find it right now because I'm on this magic device. I think there's one on WhatsApp, but I don't know if you could pull that up because of your signal. But I'm looking right now.
Speaking of Kevin, did you see the presentation yesterday that had a lot of his work in it? Michael Ingles?
I was Sean was probably there, Michael Ingwe, and then I was in a car. I'm going to be watching that one on Saturday.
The sequencing was amazing, right, Sean?
Yeah, the details they show there were great. And I mean, what they showed yesterday on BS and Beer and again, the videos we have here today too, again, is just, some of these passionate people that get an opportunity to share and inspire. And I mean, like Bob Kelly, for example, I've only met him a few times. I've seen him now on this station and we've had him on as well. I mean, he's just like this big bear that just wants to help people out, again, all these messages you're seeing today, really, this is where people are just coming from the heart. They want to help. They want to do better. They want to move things forward. They have some answers. And so if you're looking for solutions, reach out. And then as we work on things, it's about making sure that our messages are clear. We're using those impactful words to ensure that we inspire. Because these 55 seconds, they go by pretty quick. And yet if we have a moment, if you're in that elevator, you got to be able to know what you need to say and say it well enough to ensure that when you get out, maybe you're transferring a business card or a handshake or, something. So these are those things why we're talking about 55 seconds is just, we want you to be, defining what you need to say.
Yeah, for sure. Mark, I have it on. I see you sent a bunch of these on WhatsApp that we have. Just give me a minute and let's see if I can find a way to log in through my phone. This is going to get techie.
Yeah, techie for sure.
I don't know how to download them, so I got to try and do this.
While you do this, I'm going to throw out an advancement of what's coming up and an apology of what didn't get relayed today. So many of you between Thursday night and this here afternoon, depending on your time zone. Oh, everyone look at Sean's coffee cup. Hold on, look at Sean's coffee cup. Bam, there it is. Love that.
It's all about having fun, right, Mark? It's all about having fun with a PH.
I can't wait for the next Deadpool when he picks up his coffee cup and he has a picture of Sean St. Amour on the bottom of his cup. Ryan sent me a message. He's gonna put that on his coffee cup.
I know. Ryan just lives up the street, so one of these days when we're walking our dogs, we'll meet each other. So
we did play 16-inch softball together. He's not a bad second baseman.
Good catcher though, real good catcher.
He's a terrible goalie, son of a gun. But I'll tell you what, he always wanted to be a Tasmanian devil. He wasn't able to be. So hidden jokes don't work. But anyway, hey, folks, this is real. So between Thursday night and today when we went live, there was about a dozen people that had technical issues or life things or work things or what have you come up, and they weren't able to deliver their message. So I feel bad because it's frustrating when you can't send that message forward, and you wanted to do it all week, and life happens, right? So as we all say, making messages isn't rocket science, but you need time to do it, right? To deliver your message. So this offer is ongoing. We're going to be doing this again. There's at least a dozen people that weren't able to get it forward, and after today, I hope there's dozens more that were inspired by the thoughts and leadership of Regis and Dave and Connor and Sean and our friend in New Hope, Miss Shannon. So these messages are important, and we all mean it, right? Like, our network is there. Of course, we're gonna vet it and make sure it's a match, right? We all have to have the right match because there's a right connection for each of us, and we all want that nice four-legged chair that would support us. And at times, it's a rocking chair, and it can let us just go through that moment and get us through. So that's what we're looking for. So for our friends that didn't get it, hang tight, send me that message. We'll get you out there.
We got it going, Mark. I just need a minute. I'm forwarding and downloading them so we can show these, so everybody gets their
perfect,
gets their spotlight. So almost there. It just says I need 20. It says 20 minutes left. No worries.
20 minutes. I'll do my 55-second message right now. So
3 minutes.
So Gary Klein, right? If you haven't heard the name Gary Klein, you have now. So you can't say you haven't heard it. You've heard it. So Gary Klein is he's got an accomplished past, but what many people know him for is water pipes and water savings. So he's coming up on Tuesday with part 1 of a multi-part series, and you won't have one question. You'll have questions you didn't know you had after listening to him. So he's actually figured out how to save on your water pipe sizing and spread and delivery, not just so that a half a cup of water is delivered so that you get the warm water, but that savings throughout can allow you to have an electric stovetop and ventilation. All that savings allows you to apply it to other levels of your electric house. There's no one better. He's amazing. So Tuesday night, what's the show, Sean?
Sorry, muted. It is the Passive House Accelerator Construction Tech, my friend. And of course, the friend is with a PH.
And
my name is Luis
here we
Becerra,
are.
and I'm
Sorry about that, Mark. Didn't mean to do that to you.
Nope.
When you're
perfect.
ready, you let me know. All right.
Hi, my name is Luis Becerra, and I'm the Manager of Education, Training and Development at Passive House Canada. I'm here to talk to you about a few things. Who are we? Who is Passive House Canada? Passive House Canada is a national non-profit professional association advocating for the Passive House high-performance building standard. Passive House is recognized internationally as the proven best way to build for affordability and energy efficiency of residential, institutional, and commercial buildings through all the stages of design, construction, and livability. What is our mission? Our mission is to make the international Passive House standard of building performance understood, achievable, and adopted by government, industry, professional, and homeowners across Canada through education, advocacy, events, and building projects. Of course, at the end of the day, we want better buildings. We have the right course for you. Please check our website, www.passivehousecanada.com, and we'll be happy to take any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Love it. Love it. I like his accent.
Take it away, Connor.
Oh, Louise is great. I just want to say, so I just recently became a certified Passive House tradesperson within the last 12 months. And it goes to show, even though I build professionally, I teach professionally, how important it is to continue your own skills. And I learned, you think you know a lot, but you got to acknowledge that you don't know everything. I'm the first to tell students I don't know it all. And I learned a lot of that course. And I think Passive House Canada's done a good job to pivot and not just do in-person learning, but they're also now doing virtual training, which really helps builders from across Canada join from St. John's and join from Montreal when it fits their schedule and not flying across the country. So I think they've done a great job to pivot and offer a trade-specific course. We can design courses or design homes, but we need tradespeople to know how to actually execute those details and build to that high-performance standard.
I'll echo that. If the first part you said was my favorite, he's an amazing guy, right? He comes up from Brazil and puts his butt down in Canada and says, "Wow, this is amazing," and he takes off running with his family and with Chris Ballard, does an amazing job. And you're exactly right. During COVID, they allowed not only people in different provinces to train and learn virtually, but throughout North America and possibly beyond, for all I know. They have a great mission. I love how he says it, right? The man just has a heart that you almost have to take out some of his ribs just so it fits. It's amazing.
Love it. All right. We got another one lined up. Are we ready? Hello? Hello?
Sponsored by.
Hello?
I own a group of companies heavily involved in the construction industry.
He's hard to hear. Sorry.
Membranes, who supply airtight liquid vapor control membranes and spray-on protection membranes. We have White House bespoke timber frame, where we build bespoke timber frames throughout the UK, eco-friendly to passive house levels. And then we have the Intelligent Windows Club, where we have our own range of passive house windows called Artemis. I'd also like to invite you down here in Cambridge, where we have what we think is the world's first passive house bar, where we talk everything eco-friendly, everything passive house, and everything in every way possible to build better for a better future.
Love his background, huh?
Yeah.
Dave,
I
there's a,
think I need directions to that bar.
Dave, there's a couple images. Dave, there's a few images at the end. Speaking of the bar, right? Can you show the last 10 seconds?
Yeah.
That. There.
Wow.
So,
it almost looks like a virtual background.
Yeah, it's better than virtual. Regis, the next time you take a trip, maybe you can give a presentation from the Passive House bar. What do you think?
I know where we're gonna have the next company Christmas party. That's for sure.
I love it. I love it. How about we got a quick question here, Mark. Aaron Peterson is he's quite chatty today in the comment section. He asked, "Can anyone tell me if the ICC is accepted for building standards in both Canada and the U.S.?" The International Construction Code, I'm assuming.
So I don't know about Canada. I believe BC has their own code. Ontario has an amazing code, and they have a really good countrywide code that is pretty close to zero. Aaron, I would say the step code in British Columbia and the specific code in Vancouver is really something ICC should look at. It's just phenomenal. One of the benefits of Canada and how they approach it is they're saying, "Hey, look, we're not gonna worry about all the municipalities coming up with 2 cents here and 5 cents here. We're going to bring it all together, and we're going to let you know where it's going to be a few years from now. So you're not designing a building that by the time you build it, it's ready to be updated." And I mean, good grief, if that was available in the U.S., it would help the off-site community say, "Well, we make it in Pennsylvania, we can now deliver it in Wyoming. We make it in Michigan, we can now deliver it in Arizona." Like, ICC does amazing things. I'm not trying to step on people's fingers in any way, but there's always a place for inspiration, right? Yeah. If the dessert is there, right, you don't eat it before dinner, right? You work your way to it, and you get that nourishment along the way. And there's always a better chef. There's always a better organic garden, and we learn from it. And then, hey, put the challenge on, right? It's not New York against BC. It's not Ontario against Massachusetts. It's all for one and one for all. We're here for each other. That's what it is.
All for one and one for all. Heck yeah. I love that. You know, in fact, I was just looking. Jerry Dunn says, same old thinking equals same old results. Yep.
So Jerry, if you put a rat in a maze, when it comes up against a dead end, it will never go down that path again. It will never take that route. When you take a human and put them in a maze, it will keep walking down that path and hitting that dead end, thinking that it can figure it out this time. This time it's gonna work. No, so we got to be like the rat, and we got to go the direction that we need to go, not the direction that didn't work.
I just don't know how you retain these things in your head, man. I mean, they're great analogies. It just, every time I leave the show going, how does he come up with this thing so fast? Right. I love it. Great.
Well, Regis was right. I need to be honest. We didn't go to high school together. We didn't go to university together, but we did study at Logan together, and we rehearsed things many times until we got it right. And I can tell you, I was taken to school many times over by Mr. Regis.
Well, when we have that Christmas party at the Passive House Bar, make sure that Mark is on your team for bar trivia. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can believe that for sure. All right, let's do a couple comments. Then, Sean, I think you have a video for us.
Yeah,
don't worry, I went in my email and I found it.
All right. Well,
I found
last
it.
minute.
I'm not letting. Well, it's there. That's all that matters. It's there. All right, here. Listen. Let's do a couple quick comments. Scott Farbman is in the house. He took the day off, but still wanted to tune in to see what was going on BS Friday. Scott's obviously off today. He didn't spell Friday right.
Yeah, Scott. It's time to get the F out, brother. Come on.
I love it. I don't know why Joe Butler's saying to ask Sean, but he does have beer. Perfect.
Maybe.
Perfect. Henry Mickelberg says, go ahead, Mark.
Henry, I am currently in the process of migrating my passive house to be entirely off grid. Our rainwater testing is currently testing far more potable than our mains water. Henry, if you have some humidity stuff based on what Shannon said earlier, connect with us. I'm sure, Shannon, if you get a response from Henry, it'll take you the entire weekend to read, because Henry has a lot to say. Bless your heart, Henry. Keep on giving us feedback, brother. Love it.
Yeah, he's building, isn't he? Right. He had a little short comment earlier. Now we're up to 2 lines, Mark. So be very careful what you ask for, because we won't be able to see any of our faces if he keeps going. All right. Henry Mickelberg in the house. And the question was, have you ever heard of portable humidity? Or is it potable in Canada? How do you say potable? Potable humidity.
Yeah.
That's what we want to know. So if you're out there and you're smarter than us, which I'm sure 99% of you probably are, why don't you let us know what that means? Because I have not heard that one yet. All right, moving along down the road here. Aaron Peterson says, love these types of appreciation and gratitude shows. You all are next level individuals. So pretty cool. Thank you very much, Aaron. We appreciate you very much, very much, very much. All right, let's see. Bob Kelly says he has a job for all of those kids.
Wow.
Those kids should work for Bob. That's good. That's good living.
Yeah.
I would love to work with Bob myself.
Yeah.
That's
Great mentor,
exactly
great
right.
guiding. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Bob. Mark, I'm going to read this one, but you have to react on this one. Kevin Brown says, Mark, can you sing any ZZ Top? Wait a second, Mark. Let me put you full screen, because we got to get this one.
Well, I think they wrote a song about me one time, and many of you know it. It's called Sharp Dressed Man, right? Absolutely. I did not go to high school with those guys, but boy, do they know how to put on a show.
I love it. I love it. All right,
Mark,
I'll
I
let you
thought it was cheap sunglasses.
Oh, go get yourself some cheap sunglasses.
I love it. All right. Perfect. All right. Moving on. Shannon, I think somebody, you want to get with Aaron Peterson after the show. I think he wants to speak to you on some stuff. Going
I
down.
already connected with him. I'm way too fast.
Oh, you're already doing it? All right. Perfect. We got some people pushing some of their goods. Always all right, I guess. That's what we're here for. Share the knowledge. All right.
Hey, Dave, if they push some goods, remember that Regis, Shannon, Connor, Sean, Dave, myself, and Jennifer, we would love a T-shirt and a hat as long as you're pushing goods and a coffee cup, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting on my coffee cups. I got a new one this Saturday coming up, Mark.
You want to talk the talk? Let's walk the walk, baby. I mean, Bob Kelly, he hooked me up. 475, they hooked me up. Love that stuff. Legends. Yep. Adam White. Your bar is legendary, brother. So speaking of that, Shannon and Connor, everyone wants to go over there and, maybe we'll have a Sweet 16 with our friends over the pond, but it's actually a facility to train people. Right, it's a passive house building. Apparently, it's the tightest passive house building built, and then it's used to train. And it's not for Adam's companies; it's for all companies to come and train. And then while you're training, you're actually able to stay next to the building in a passive house. So while you're learning how to build them, you're having the passive house experience, as Sean would say, and then you could talk the talk, walk the walk, share the gift, and live the life.
I love it. All right, everybody, listen. That is a full hour, but we have one more video. And it's from one of our guests. Sean, I'm okay to play that video. That wasn't a mistake, right? I'm not putting you on the spot.
Go for it. I figured if, either I could do it live, you could do a video, just hit the green button. Hi, I'm Sean Samuel. At 475 High Performance Building Supply, we are part of the market transformation of building beyond code. We use the Pascal's principles in building science when we discuss the project with you. We supply best-in-class materials such as high-performance tapes and membranes, low-embodied carbon, wood fiber insulation, and uber-efficient dailying systems are just some of our product offerings. And don't forget about our educational online resources. With our roots in Brooklyn, we now can help out projects across North America. We are here to help as you seek to understand building science issues and to find less toxic and more sustainable solutions. So let us be a part of your team so we can create a comfortable, durable, energy efficient, healthy, and affordable project. Yes, your project will look beautiful as well. We look forward to hearing about your project's goals.
I love it. I just love the Canadian project. How everybody says project. We say project, they say project. I love it. Yeah, see, there it is. All right. Great show, Mark.
It's good. So in the chat section, you'll be able to learn about the university that Connor's at, as well as the wall assembly. You'll be able to hear about the electric heating options and more from our buddy Regis over at Warm Up. If you don't know what company Sean is with, it's not a letter, it's 3 numbers. So there you go. Look on the bottom of your coffee cup. And right out of New Hope, the hope for everyone is that we have more Shannons out there leading the way. It's just great. There were a few videos again from our friends from around the world that for whatever reason technology didn't allow us to play it. So send us more videos. We will be doing this again. We will be posting these online, and we're going to see you on Tuesday with Gary. We're going to see you next Friday for Passive House for All, Bronwyn and Ken. Man, Bronwyn and Ken can talk. Dave and I won't have a word to say. I'm thankful for Regis. I'm thankful for Connor. I'm thankful for Sean and Shannon and the messages that everyone delivered. And Dave, you got some messages about Saturday, right, brother?
Yeah. So join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. We will be live, Coffee with Dave. And guess what? We got a big show on Monday as well. We got Steve Burrows coming on the show, right? An engineer trying to find us. An engineer is a solution to trying to find. You need to join us. You need to join us. If you do not know who Steve Burrows is, you're going to find out real quick. He is a man with a lot on his mind, and he is willing to share it. So you might find it to be an interesting show because I have a feeling we're not going to agree on everything, but we might. You never know. So join me tomorrow. You will find out all the latest and greatest shows. We're going to talk about what we did this past week, and we're going to give you an update to what's coming up over the next few weeks. We are booked out, and we are ready to go. Mark, Sean, Connor, Regis, Shannon. Shannon's a rock star, man. You stole the show, Shannon. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the help.
Thanks for being the best green building matchmakers out there, guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of being booked out, Dave, hey, Regis, now that we're connected here, can I put you on the spot?
Do I have a choice?
You always have the voice of choice, brother.
I listen to Mark Willie. Go for it.
All right. How about we get you and perhaps some of your team members? How about we get you guys to post up on Friday and evangelize?
Yeah, it's a good idea. I like that. And
Okay.
hopefully we can query the community for some of the solutions we haven't figured out yet. So we'll bring half the cake and we'll build the rest of the cake with all y'all.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Well, thanks for taking on the challenge, Connor, Sean, and Shannon. You're welcome back all the time, every time.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Perfect.
guys.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Dave Cooper and Mark Bare Naked Willie BS Friday on DaveCooper.live. Again, please follow everybody in this show on their social media channels. And if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Dave Cooper Live, please go there right now and subscribe. You can watch all of the latest and greatest, the past, the present, the futures. They're all going to be there for you to watch when you're ready to watch them. My name is Dave Cooper, and we got Mark Bare Naked Willie. We'll see you next Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Bye now.